myself a customer experience transformist, which is a mouthful. But from my perspective, I believe that customer experience in large organizations is a problem. And what I spend my life doing is understanding how to improve the situation, what are the best practices, then helping large organizations get better at customer experience. Well, any marketer knows that the goal of what they're doing is to try and drive more business. So to the extent that a marketer cares about loyalty in terms of driving business, you have to care about customer experience. The research that I've done over the years, my work with clients, large organizations, has shown a very clear connection between customer experience and loyalty. So if you care about loyalty, you have to care about customer experience. So if we look closer at the research we've done over the years, we looked at customer experience leaders and laggards. And we were able to do that with large-scale consumer research. We had consumers identify who they thought were doing a good job with customer experience, who wasn't doing as good a job. And with that comparison of leaders and laggards, we looked at loyalty and stock price. And both of those things, the loyalty of their customers and their long-term stock price, both show a high correlation between good customer experience and better performance. Customer Experience is a free ebook that I wrote a couple years ago that has been the most downloaded piece of writing that I've had ever, more than any piece of research that I've ever written. And I think that it's downloaded so much because it really resonates with how people think about customer experience when they read it. Now, I won't bother you with all 6 of the laws, but one of the laws that really does get the most play is when we focus on employees. And one of the laws is that employees do what is measured, incented, and celebrated. So you'll find that in a lot of the work that I do, I'm always focusing on employees, because at the end of the day, it's employees that deliver experiences, and you can always find out what employees are doing or understand why they're doing what they're doing if you just keep that law in mind, that employees do what is measured, incented, and celebrated. If you want to change what they do, you have to change what's measured, incented, and celebrated. And that's a nice formula to keep in mind as you're trying to really adjust how your employees interact with customers. When we founded Temkin Group, one of the things that we wanted to make clear was that customer experience is not about simple, superficial changes you make to your company. At the end of the day, there are some superficial things you can do that improve little bits, but if you really want to improve customer experience, you have to attack it as a system. And what we found were that there were 4 important core competencies to be able to improve customer experience. And the 4 are purposeful leadership, compelling brand values, employee engagement, and customer connectedness. And now for marketers, they'll obviously gravitate towards, I think, compelling brand values. So let's talk about that for a second. Compelling brand values are not about the things you talk about in advertising. A brand, the way we look at brand, a brand represents a set of promises that the entire organization is engaged in delivering to its customers. And that particular competence is really about how do we make sure that every time we touch a customer, we call into our call center, they see one of our ads, they come into our store, they have a customer service problem. Every one of those interactions reinforces our brand. And so we don't think about brand as just the advertising and marketing mix. We think about it as each and every experience that a customer has with our company. And that's what compelling brand values is. It's how do we make sure that every interaction reinforces our brand. Right? Customer experience is a great opportunity. To me, that's the thing that would keep me up as a marketing executive, which is trying to understand how do I actually create more value for my company. From my perspective, customer experience is a huge opportunity for a couple reasons. One is the connection between customer experience and loyalty is strong, it's there, I guarantee you. I've done the research, but also most companies don't do it well. Think about this. What's better than playing in an environment where there's great returns and your competitors aren't very good at it? So to me, I'd stay up at night saying, how do I take advantage of customer experience to build more loyal relationships with my customers? And for that, Temkin Group is here to help.